Hello and welcome to another video. My name is Boxiest, and today we are going to continue the What If series. What if events had gone differently? And in this What If, we're going to change the history of Cobra Kai. What if Robby stopped training during the events of Cobra Kai Season 2? So in this timeline, the events of Cobra Kai Season 1 would still happen. Robby would still go to Daniel in this timeline, and those events would stay the same. He wouldn't tell Daniel that he was Johnny's son, and Daniel would still train him in Miyagi-Do. Daniel would eventually find out that Robby was Johnny's son, so Daniel would still feel betrayed by Robby. And the night of the tournament, Cobra Kai would still enter, and Robby would still compete unaffiliated. The All Valley would carry on. Robby and Cobra Kai would advance in their matches. Daniel would be cheering Robby on, and Hawk and Robby would still fight, but Hawk would still injure Robby. Daniel would go see if Robby was okay, and Daniel would forgive Robby. But in this timeline, Robby wouldn't fight for Miyagi-Do, and he would continue fighting unaffiliated, so Daniel wouldn't coach him in this timeline. The tournament would continue. Miguel and Robby would still fight, but Miguel would still defeat Robby. Miguel would still be the All Valley champion, and after the tournament, Daniel would tell Robby that he did a good job, but that he couldn't continue training him. He would say that Mr. Miyagi used to say that Miyagi-Do was for defense only, and not for winning any trophies, and that the only reason he fought was to defend his honor and to stand up for himself. Robby would understand, and the events of Season 2 would carry on. Kreese would still come back, and he would still rejoin Cobra Kai as a sensei, and without Robby and Miyagi-Do, Daniel wouldn't reopen up Miyagi-Do to the public, but Daniel and Robby would still spend quality time together, and Robby would still work at LaRusso Auto. Johnny would still try reaching out to Robby, but Robby still wouldn't want anything to do with Johnny. Daniel would still find out that Kreese was back, but he wouldn't do anything in this timeline. Robby would still move in with Daniel, and without Miyagi-Do, Aisha and Sam would still be friends. Miguel would still find out that Robby was Johnny's son, and since Cobra Kai didn't have the rivalry with Miyagi-Do, Miguel would want to make things right. So Miguel would still go to Sam's house, and he would want to apologize to Sam for everything that happened. And Sam would forgive Miguel, but they wouldn't get back together. Miguel would also see Robby at Daniel's house, and he would also apologize to Robby, and Robby would forgive Miguel, and the events of Season 2 would carry on. Since Miyagi-Do didn't go to Valley Fest, Cobra Kai wouldn't either, so many new students wouldn't join Cobra Kai, including Tori. So Kreese and Johnny would continue training their students. Eventually Johnny would see the influence Kreese was having on his students, so he would still kick Kreese out of Cobra Kai. Daniel and Johnny would start to see that they weren't so different, and they would start to become friends. Moon's party would still happen, but things would be uneventful, and it would still be the first day of school, but everyone would go their separate way, so there wouldn't be a school fight in this timeline, so no one would be paralyzed or go to juvie. Robby and Sam would still date in this timeline. Daniel would tell Robby that Johnny had changed, and to give him a second chance, so the relationship between Robby and Johnny would improve, and the events of Season 3 would be pretty peaceful. Johnny would continue training his students. Eventually Kreese would come back and retake Cobra Kai as his own, and he would kick Johnny out of Cobra Kai, so Johnny would form Eagle Fang, and the majority of the students would go with Johnny, and there would be a rivalry between Cobra Kai and Eagle Fang. Daniel wouldn't get involved. Season 3 would be pretty uneventful. Sam and Robby would notice the rivalry between Cobra Kai and Eagle Fang, but they wouldn't get involved. And Cobra Kai and Eagle Fang would train for the All Valley. There would be a couple fights between Cobra Kai and Eagle Fang. In the night of the All Valley, Cobra Kai and Eagle Fang would enter, and they would advance in their matches. Robby and the LaRussos would be in the audience cheering Eagle Fang on. Miguel would be the two-time All Valley champion in the boys division, and Aisha would be the girls All Valley champion, so Eagle Fang would win overall, and both dojos would continue to operate. And that is where I'm gonna end this What If. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think would have happened if Robby stopped training during the events of Cobra Kai Season 2? Let me know in the comments below. YouTube lets me know that the majority of you are not subscribed, so if you guys could subscribe, that would be much appreciated. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you guys next time.